Have you ever noticed, a person doesn't truly break down because of how serious an event is. They collapse because, in that moment, they lost control of their emotions. They think it was the situation that destroyed them, but in truth, it was the moment they handed over the steering wheel of their destiny to their emotions. And emotions are never kind. They are loyal only to chaos, to inertia, to the dark corners of you, those repressed, neglected, and buried shadows. You think you've chosen reason, but often, you're merely wrapping instinct in logic, driven by anger, fear, and anxiety. The ancients once said, "One thought moves wind and thunder. The 9 palaces shift their positions." As long as a single thought arises in your heart, heaven and earth begin to rewrite your path. This is not mystical exaggeration. This is the essence of life. Your heart is the command center of your magnetic field. If your heart is unsettled, the cosmos cannot align your destiny. When Li Chun-Feng divined the Tui Tu, he said, "All changes arise from the heart. One thought can avert 3 disasters." What you see in Feng Shui is a static layout, but the energy field within your heart is a dynamic frequency adjustment. If someone truly wants to change their fortune, it's not about a new crystal, not about repositioning a bed, not about hanging a perfect Bagua mirror. It's about this. Can you hold back your anger in that moment? Can you stay steady within when a storm rages outside? You've studied Wan Tiangang's astrology, but you've ignored the cultivation that shaped his entire life. He could see through life and death, yet never lost control of his emotions, because he knew one burst of anger severs the energy field. One stir of desire skews the destiny chart. One wave of resentment dissolves your blessings. So those who can truly alter fate, they may seem calm as still water on the surface, but within, they carry the will of unmoving mountains and rivers. That's not suppression, that's mastery. Suppression is self-harm by the slave of emotion. Mastery is order held by the sovereign of destiny. The reason you haven't shifted your fortune is because you haven't learned to regulate your Qi, as the Ching Jing says. Qi is the root of destiny. When Qi is chaotic, fate floats. When Qi is heavy, luck is blocked. You let a quarrel shake you. You let a minor inconvenience topple you. You let someone's words pin you in place, and then you blame it on bad luck. It's not misfortune. It's your unsteady heart. It's your disordered field. It's you abandoning control of your own energy system. True fortune shifting is internal work. It's holding your center as the world around you churns. It's your frequency lock with the universe. Once you're chaotic, the universe can no longer receive your signal. Your goals may be clear, your efforts may be immense, your Feng Shui may be perfect, but if you, the transmitter, are sending noise, it's all in vain. The lesson you need isn't how to read Feng Shui, it's how to guard your heart's energy. Be like Lao Tzu. Empty the mind, fill the belly. Clear within, fierce without. Be like Zheng Wenzhan. Facing landslides and collapsing mountains, he still moved dragon veins and aligned the rivers with a calm heart. This is not just spiritual practice. This is warfare. It's a life or death battle between you and the emotions trying to control you, drown you, divide you. If you win, your fortune flows. If you lose, you remain stuck or even fall backward. This is the truth metaphysics rarely tells the average person. Real Feng Shui is not outside of you. It's within your heart. Have you ever wondered, why do some people, who don't seem that smart, keep rising step by step? Why do some ordinary-looking people always seem to succeed at the perfect moment? Why is it that no matter how hard you try, you feel held back, like an invisible hand is stopping you? The truth is this: their energy field is in order. Yours is being dragged down by scattered fragments of chaotic thoughts. You know you should get up early, yet you choose 10 more minutes of sleep. You know that person isn't right for you, yet you still reach out. You say you want to change, but you've never built a true system of belief. Without belief, there is no magnetic center. Without a magnetic field, you can't attract the resources that match your destiny. So when you go praying to gods, burning incense, or rearranging Feng Shui, let's be honest, most of the time, you're just looking for an excuse to replace self-discipline. As the Di Tian Sui says, when the heart is upright, the Qi is right. When the Qi is right, destiny flows. Your energy field isn't something you're born with. It's a structure of energy built from your daily choices, your willpower, your consistent actions. So what is belief? It's the inner compass that still points forward, even when you're alone, in the dark, and no one is there to help you. It is the main mountain vein of your inner Feng Shui. Without it, all external setups are meaningless. The real secret of Feng Shui was never about adjusting the outer world. It's about first establishing your inner configuration. Self-discipline is not about impressing others. It's about preventing your own energy field from collapsing into chaos. When you fulfill your commitments, even in moments of total disorder, when you stay aligned despite temptations, when you steady your pace on the edge of emotional breakdown, you're not just doing small things. You're laying the foundation of your fate. You're building the energy tunnel that will shape your fortune 3 years from now. You might not see the Qi shifting. You might not feel the pattern being rewritten. But the Tao of Heaven is already keeping the ledger. The Book of Changes, Ching, says, "A family that accumulates virtue will have lasting blessings." But virtue isn't just about kindness. It's about your long-term maintenance of energetic order. It's the extra 10% of discipline, clarity, and conviction that most people lack. Many people want to change their luck, but they don't realize the strongest protection isn't a talisman. It's your inner sense of belief. The most powerful way to attract wealth isn't a ritual, it's your daily commitment to order. Once belief is anchored, your vision expands. Once your vision expands, your fortune begins to flow. You're not trapped, you're just not yet aligned with your true vision. Next, we'll talk about how to make your goals, your vision, and your energy field resonate as one, because that is the ultimate path to turning your destiny. If you truly want to change your destiny, you can't rely solely on thoughts, wishes, or emotional impulses. You need a vision, so clear and consistent that even your vibrational frequency aligns with it. Have you ever noticed the people whose lives keep getting smoother? It's not because their thoughts become things. It's because their field shifts with their intent. Their success isn't good luck. It's that their internal goals, their daily actions, and their energetic rhythm are all in alignment. They no longer say, "I want to be wealthy." Instead, they precisely execute how to move wealth. They no longer fantasize, "I want to change." They consciously clear space each day, emotionally, mentally, physically, so the new pattern can enter. They are magnetic fields with direction. And you? You might want to start a business today, quit your job tomorrow. Then stay up till 3 a.m. watching videos the next night and tell yourself, "I just haven't had the chance yet." It's not that you lack opportunity, it's that you're out of alignment. The universe doesn't respond to vague signals. It only responds to stable frequencies. You complain about bad luck, being stuck, no one helping you. But have you ever considered, you are the one not responding to your own vision? The essence of the 5 elements is this: everything must return to its rightful place. When your fire heart is burning but untamed, when your wood action can't grow, when your metal goals are scattered, you become a misaligned wreck of energetic chaos. At that point, praying to gods, consulting Feng Shui, adjusting your room, it's not transformation, it's patchwork. It's survival, not rebirth. What you really need to do is set a clear and vivid vision. It must be specific, powerful, and precise. It must stir your emotions, not just be a mental concept.
And it must be repeated every day, replayed in your mind, reconstructed, reconnected. Until the moment you wake up, close your eyes, or walk into a space, your entire key starts to revolve around that vision. Then you'll notice some resistance starts to dissolve. Some people start reaching out to you. Some doors suddenly open. This is not coincidence. It's the power of magnetic resonance. When you turn yourself into a stable broadcasting system of energy, the universe begins sending matching signals back. That is the true meaning of changing your luck. Not sleeping in a new direction, but living in a new state. So you may ask, I already know what my vision is. Why can't I act on it? Because you haven't solved the most important issue, the cleansing of old energy. In the next section, we'll talk about the most crucial step, how to cut off old frequencies, clear your magnetic field, and reset your destiny from the root. Let me know if you'd like a cinematic voiceover script version with visual scene prompts for this Visucamba. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's that you refuse to let go of the version of yourself that should have already died. You hold on to people whose meaning in your life has long expired. You keep reopening messages that only stir your anxiety. You live in a space saturated with negative energy. You say you want change, but you're trapped in the endless loop of your old frequencies. It's like drawing water from a dry well. You say you're thirsty, but you won't step outside to find a living spring. The ancients said, to welcome the new, you must first remove the old. The Book of Burial states, if the land holds stale qi, it must be cleansed before it can bring benefit. The first step of Feng Shui was never what to add. It was always what to remove. What you must do is cut off. Completely, cleanly, and without mercy. Cut off the people who endlessly drain you. Cut off the black holes of attention that lead nowhere. Cut off the fake productivity that only soothes your ego. Cut off the spaces where you think you're being tolerant, but are actually just enabling chaos. If you don't sever the ties, the universe can't step in. If you don't clear the space, energy can't realign. At this moment, what you need isn't to hang on a little longer. What you need is to break the old system and reset to zero. The real danger in life isn't hitting rock bottom. It's staying in low vibration for so long that you start telling yourself, maybe this is just how life is. That moment, you've already surrendered. You've lost control over your magnetic field. You've handed over your power to shape your destiny. True rebirth isn't just starting over. It's redefining who you are. Starting today, clean out your phone. Clear your room. Purge your social circle. Audit your language. Refine your habits, your diet, your daily rhythm. Evict every source of chaos, delay, self-deception, and inner drain from your energetic ecosystem. And you'll see, once you empty, energy will naturally flow in. Once you reset, inspiration will return. Once you create space, life will begin updating itself for you. This isn't superstition. It's the precise logic of energy systems. The 5 elements hold no personal bias. Heaven and earth favor no one. If you're in disorder, qi cannot enter. If you are clear, fortune naturally arrives. That is metaphysics at its purest, not mysticism, precision. So remember, true fortune doesn't come from waiting for the right opportunity. It comes from becoming a new version of yourself. It's not the world outside that transforms you. It's your vibration that moves the universe. To cut off is the first step in shifting your fate. To empty out is the beginning of awakening. To stand firm, that's when destiny finally belongs to you. When you truly rise, heaven and earth move in thunderous response. When you return to your rightful state, all creation clears the path for you.